bless me?
No.
When did you become an atheist? Now, I say atheist very loosely. Do you actually believe in a god or something?
Not really.
So not Loki, not like your best friend does, not anything.
I don't believe... Loki's a character.
Well, isn't Norse mythology is sort of real?
I don't think he's real.
You never know.
I like reading about myths, but I don't think they're real.
Well, you never know. That's the thing. I mean, what came first? God creating Adam and Eve.
Christianity.
I'm tired. Okay, I've been up since 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm tired as hell. Pardon my grammar. Okay, this is why I'm not a public speaker. Let alone I do this show. So take that as you will.
Mm-hmm.
But no, seriously, why do you not believe? Did your parents never like teach you growing up, or is it like you just never like?
My parents don't believe in any.
So it was just like the family, like you don't have to believe anything.
Yep.
So like, there's no divine being out there. So what happens when we die, in your opinion? Do we go to heaven? Do we go to hell? Do we go to purgatory? Do we go to the...
You just die, you rot in the ground, done.
But what about our soul? Like, our inner self? Like, this is the thing I had to go through when I was younger. Like, I was scared for,
it
like...
It rots with the brain.
I took a whole 2 classes on theology and on the soul, okay? I think there's a little bit more to our soul than just it being dead with our bodies.
Mm.
I'm just saying, like, the thing is that when I was younger, is like, I always believed that, there was an afterlife. And I'm pretty sure this is a way just to like comfort people, like saying, okay, your body's gonna die, but you will still live. Unless you believe in reincarnation. So it's like, I hope I come back as a dog. Like, dog to a rich family, just get fat on caviar.
Hope you're not giving to PETA.
Is PETA really that bad?
They're really hypocritical.
Yeah, because every time they announce a new Pokemon game, it's like they're always onto something. But I really don't care. The only time I heard of PETA was like...
Apparently they euthanize more dogs than they save.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. This is why I don't support PETA. This is why the day I eventually do get a dog, he's staying in my house forever. He ain't leaving.
What about your cat?
My cat's downstairs. He's still got like 10 more years, sadly. And I say sadly because he always pees everywhere, so it's like, it kind of stinks sometimes.
Mm.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't paying attention to me trying to convince Charis that there is a God, welcome to the PodXCast. I'm your host with the most, Joseph of ActionX3000. Give me a second, because my voice is right. Each and every episode, I bring to you guests. Sometimes I bring a morgue specialist. I don't know. I'm just pulling this out of my... I use so many terms by this point. I'm bringing you one of my best friends, if not my very first friend in the world. Charis, you're back on the channel.
Hello.
And like, you were on 8 years ago for the Trent the Spy stuff we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, like, let's rewind. We're gonna go back even further, but let's just rewind 8 years ago when I pitched to you this very stupid fan film I was gonna do. Like, did you actually put any thought to it, or were you just like, I got nothing else to do?
Put no thought into it. I'll just help out to videotape.
Well, you were on camera. You weren't behind the camera. You were on camera.
Yeah, I didn't choose to be that.
Well, how did
I'd rather not.
How did I convince you again? Or was it just like you were just so young and naive before all the life stuff happened?
Why did I do it?
I really wish like I had made like a documentary on the making of one of the worst freaking short films ever made. I wish. Mm-hmm. I wish. I did a reaction with Sal a couple years ago. We can barely remember what the hell was going through my mind back then.
I think I was just bored.
Well, you lived close by, so it was like it wasn't that far for you to like, and you still live close by. It's not like it's a stretch to get here anymore.
Nah.
And you come off.
And I actually found a way back to your house now, because I didn't know how to get to your house for years.
Did you? Like what? Like today, or is it like just in like back in the day?
Back in the day, because I always had my dad drive me because I wasn't sure where to go.
You walked to my place?
Today, yes.
No. Like 8-9 years ago when we did that shoot. I think it was 10, but I don't remember.
Yeah, 8-9 years ago, I'm pretty sure my dad dropped me off, or someone picked me up.
I don't remember.
I just went by car.
I don't remember. Like I legitimately do know. Like I try to block out a lot of that filming memory because like that was such a stupid thing. Like I was just rewatching old clips of myself. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking of? Like there was potential here, and I just wasted it. But anyway, Charis, before we go any further, give everyone the elevator pitch for Charis Chang. Let's just say hypothetically, you go to Queen Center Mall, you're in an elevator, and you meet the one and only Keanu Reeves. You got 2 minutes to explain yourself. Go. You're being timed.
No.
What? Like what? Okay, fine. Like, how would you describe yourself in 120 characters or less?
That sounds like a Twitter thing.
I was just tweeting all day, so I'm really on the Twitter sphere. Okay, just what's the elevator pitch? No time rush, no anything. Go.
Asian.
Okay. Professional pitching. You're gonna probably get a job, and you are still looking for a job. Let's just say that, get that out of the way. How would you pitch yourself if you like? Obviously, when you get to an interview, you can't just read off your resume. Like, how would you pitch yourself to like a potential employer?
Let's see. I'm a recent graduate of a digital forensics major.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later in the episode.
Okay.
I'm trying to cover all my bases. Like I'm always learning on these shows. I learn new aspects of the people I know.
Okay, so I'm a recent graduate of a digital forensics major. I do know a lot about like different tools to use to like open up a computer without messing up the digital stuff inside. I know where to look for things. And
okay, so if I ask you, open up my Wii U and figure it out, can you do it?
I need a different tool for that, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, my Wii U's just sitting
because
there.
Because the tools I have is mostly covers computers, cell phones, mobiles.
Was that why you touched my phone earlier?
No, I was just bored.
You had your own phone. What's interesting?
You have a different case.
I mean, I guess.
Also, it's Apple. I have Android.
Have you ever got an Apple before or no?
I have an iPad, just
not like an Apple phone, because like getting an Apple phone completely changed my life. And what I mean by changed my life is like, thank God I have more storage, because the number one issue I had with every single one of my smartphones, I never have enough storage. Like by the last few months.
And like pictures or what?
No, just in general. Like literally, like my last phone.
Oh, I never really had that problem.
Well, it's weird. Like I have like the standard. Like the normal apps people would have, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the usual stuff. Maybe a Pokemon Go once in a while.
I'm pretty sure I have like more than 50 apps on here.
What the fuck? How much freaking storage do you have?
I don't know.
Well, actually, wait. Was that like when you signed up for your service? Was that a free phone, or did you actually have to pay for the phone? Because I
bought the phone at Costco.
Bought a phone? Who buys a freaking phone from Costco?
Me?
Why?
It was on sale.
How much?
Let's see. I think this normally goes for like $800 or $900. I think I got it for like $400.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have never spent more than $80 for a phone. Like I'm cheap as hell with my phones. Like the reason why I have an iPhone now because my mother, she got the new iPhone, not the 11, the XR. Is that the because they keep introducing new freaking numbers and freaking letters. I get confused. The XR, right?
I don't know what the newest one is.
No, I know it's the 11s. I mean, like the one before that. Because I keep getting confused. Like now they introduce letters, now they're back to numbers. Like it's all over the place. They skipped 9, which is unfortunate. But no. So she got the new iPhone ish. I got her old iPhone 7, which I initially was on the fence about because like, well, doesn't Apple usually phase out the older models so that the older customers have to buy the new phone?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know how long
the only plus side to an Apple phone is you can't get into it. You can't hack an iPhone.
Okay, then I feel safe. I'm never going to use it for like anything else besides...
That is the only plus side that I see.
Yeah, but it's usually expensive as hell. I'm like, nah. Like after this phone is done, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go back to Android. I can't in good conscience get another iPhone. I can't. Like, I could
just guilt someone to giving you an iPhone.
No, I'm not going to beg for an iPhone.
Or you can just like ask her mom because didn't he get like a new phone or something?
Yeah, he got the 11 Max. I can't forget. Like I don't know if
he might sell you his old phone.
Yeah, I'll ask him the next time. I'll ask him the next time I see him. Like probably during Christmas or something. All right, Charis. So now we got your. Was that the end of your pitch, or was it like you still had a little bit more to say?
I know enough about the criminal law. I'm just not fast enough to run away to be a criminal.
Yeah, fast enough or fascinated?
Fast enough.
Are you not fast enough? Oh, you can't.
I can't run fast.
You can't. You always are able to catch me. So whenever like I do something,
only
stupid.
Because I'm determined and run on spite.
Well, why can't you do that for a regular criminal then? Just imagine they were me, and then you'll probably be the best freaking officer in New York.
I meant be a criminal.
Oh, okay. Well, you could just imagine me as a criminal. That's another solution. Are you so?
That doesn't.
That
would mean I still have to chase somebody. I'm being chased.
Oh, you're being chased. Wait, I'm so lost. What we were talking about here?
I know enough about the criminal law, but I can't be a criminal because I can't run fast enough.
Oh, I thought you were talking about being a police officer or something.
That is the opposite of a criminal.
Wait, well, because when you say criminal law, I thought you wanted to be a lawyer or be in the police force.
I'm not too argumentative enough to be that.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I thought the way you were construing that, I thought you were meaning, like, I didn't know you actually wanted to be a criminal.
Vaguely tempted.
Is this, like, your confession tape, like, in, like, 20 years from now on the news as a serial thief or something? This is your confession tape?
New Phantom Thief. Yeah.
Phantom Thief? Is that, I want to say... No, because I'm thinking of another show with a Phantom Thief. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to rewind the clock back. We're rewinding. Just imagine me with the time turner from Harry Potter. I'm just flipping it off. We're going. Do you remember how we met?
Not really.
Exactly. Thank you, God.
It seems like a vague.
It's vague. No, because
that vague dream-like.
Yeah, because I was talking to this on Michael's episode where even like obviously you know how me and Michael met. I spilled milk on his pants.
Mm-hmm. Second grade.
Yeah.
Second grade.
Yeah, second grade. I always thought it was third grade. I was like, no, it's second. It was the end of second grade because in third grade you weren't there. You weren't in another class. Mm-hmm. So it was like we switched it off. Like third grade it was me and him. Then fourth grade was you and him, and then fifth grade was all of us back together. But we'll get to that momentarily. So do you remember any vague details? Because I always imagine like we never got off to a right footing. It took me a while to convince you to be my friend. I think that's how it went. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think the only thing that I remember is like you asking me to be your best friend. I'm like, okay.
Was it that simple?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. Like I know it was kindergarten.
Either that or I was just like sleeping, and that dream turned into a memory.
But my question is like we obviously met in kindergarten. Like, that's the important thing. That's the fact. We can't deny. That's not. You can't argue that. It's just like. How did we become it? That's the question. Because like I always remember, like when I was going from pre-K to kindergarten, like my mom took me to 129. One random day, I'm not sure if it was the same school year or it was like the end of the last school year. I don't think I told you this story before, and I barely remember it. But the year before, or at least sometime before I started kindergarten, she took me to the cafeteria to meet the how do you call the people who are in charge of the cafeteria?
The lunch ladies?
No, not the people who serve you the food. Like, there's always like school officials walking around. I don't know. Like, she was talking to one of them, and she just like, go to that empty table and just sit by yourself for like 20 minutes. I just randomly started talking to these third graders, and it's like, why the hell did I do that? Like, I was just talking to these random third graders, and I think I wanted them to be my friends, but it was like, these are third graders. They don't even know who the fuck I am. Like, looking back, like, I got so embarrassed.
That's like a whole 3 or 4 year difference.
Yeah, I didn't know. I felt like everyone was the same. Because, like, oh, we're all in school together. That means we can all be friends. I was wrong. Completely wrong. So you and I, we both met in kindergarten. And then from there, it's a blur. Because we're just too young. I know we got off on the right foot, but it was just way too. It was just I can't remember anything. Is there anything? Because you usually have a better memory than me, or at least your memory's more intact than mine.
I only had like 2 memories from kindergarten.
Which were maybe they'll jog my mind.
No, one of them didn't have to do with you though.
I feel insulted. I feel insulted right now. The other one?
It was the thing that I was talking to you before, though.
Whoa.
That you just asked me.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's a memory.
I can't remember. I honestly don't. I always.
It's called childhood amnesia.
Is that the proper term?
Yeah.
This is why I don't study to be a psychologist or anything of the sort.
Me neither. I just saw it in like a post or something.
I really I can't confirm or deny that, but still I can't, and I felt so hurt, like, personally, because I know you're a very different, like, how you perceive your emotions are differently than mine, but for me, it's like, you are my best friend, you were one of my first friends, and I kind of felt hurt, like, I don't remember how the freak we met, because, like, there are some people who are still friends to this day from kindergarten, they still know how they met, and I don't.
Yeah, it's fine. Neither of us don't remember.
I'm just saying, like, if one day my kid ever asks me, how did you and Aunt Charis meet, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, son, I don't remember.
Let's leave it all to mystery.
I'm pretty sure someone will. I'm pretty sure. You know what I want to do one day, which will probably be soon. I just don't know exactly when or the time. I do want us to go back to 129, and the pillows have completely fallen on my backside, so I'm not comfortable anymore.
Oh no,
it's fine. I do want us to go back to 129 and hopefully see our old teachers again. It's a pipe dream. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do.
I'm pretty sure our kindergarten teachers retired, or at least.
They weren't that old, were they?
She was old. She was like in her 50s by her.
Was she the one with the blonde hair?
Yeah, it was like platinum blonde and like sort of a bob.
I vaguely remember what she looked like. I just, for the life of me,
I just don't remember her name. I just know what she looks like.
I can't remember here. It's like I forgot who our first grade teachers were. I forgot who our like second grade. I remember one of them.
If you give me a list of names, I can probably point it out.
I don't have a list of names, so no, at least.
Do you not have our yearbook?
That's the funny thing. So we graduated in 2008. I had the yearbook on my old what's the name? The comforter. It's a small storage thing with all your jackets and clothes. I don't remember the exact term. I had my yearbook up there, and I don't know why it just fell in between the cracks, like between the crack of that and the wall. And I'm like, it's there. It'll be there when I eventually ask my parents to get it out. I asked them a week later. It's just gone. The book's gone. I don't know where it is. I have our second grade. Like, do you remember that book, that photo book we made in the second grade?
Vaguely.
I have it right there. I'll show it on camera in a moment. But do you remember any other memories from the first, like up to when we met Michael?
I remember stealing Oreos from some kid named Peter.
Ah! Wonderful. My middle school self is sadly a little bit avenged. Now he
and then I tried to give my Oreos back because we both had Oreos. So I took some of his. He started crying, so I gave some of mine to him, but he still wouldn't take it.
Oh, that's so. No, I remember who you're talking about. He's on the cover of the. Not on the cover.
I think he was a blonde or brown.
I don't want to say.
He was this white kid with.
I know who you're talking about. I know he's a big, like, eventually I'm going to make a whole episode about my 194 horrible experience. It's kind of like a pity episode whenever I do that. He plays a role in that story. He was a bully to me, so I don't give a damn. He actually he sent me a follow request about a year ago. I said, fuck you, no. Like,
Instagram, Facebook, or?
Instagram. Like, it was like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, I know people change, I know, but it's like, I'd rather not take that risk. Especially with someone who, like, really tried to, like, who was after me, so.
Ooh, that's me with this girl named Eunice.
I believe I remember her. I am not sure. I know she was Asian, but I do not remember.
Korean.
Oh, so that was the first Korean I knew. Okay. Well, no, I vaguely remember, like, I remember names, like, do you remember this kid named James?
I needed the last name because there's a lot of James.
I don't know the last name. He was from elementary. He was in our class.
I think we had a James, but... Oh, wait, Asian, like,
yeah,
this hair.
tall.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just, like, one day is like, we were always in the same class, which was the glory thing about us being friends. Is like, for some reason, except the fourth grade, we were always third and fourth grade, we were always in the same class. So, and it was like the usual repeat. There was Angel and Elijah and James, and then the first, I want to say second grade, and James was gone. Like, he wasn't there. I think I saw him one time in the hallway, and that was it. That was the last time I saw him. He just vanished like the wind.
I think he was in my 4th grade class.
Michael didn't tell me this information. I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick his ass when I see him next
Because I
week.
vaguely do remember him.
Well, what, you guys didn't tell me anything.
You didn't ask.
Well, wouldn't that be like, at least for you? It's like, hey, remember our old friend that you said disappeared
I
to
don't
you?
even notice.
Well, this was back in freaking years ago. That would have been more fresh on your mind. You didn't have to go through all the crap in middle school and high school yet, so you should have had some remembrance on that.
I feel like he was a regular presence, though.
I after 2nd grade, I completely forgot about him. Like, I didn't forget about him because like I didn't see him, so he wasn't on my mind. He wasn't present in my life, so I just completely forgot about him. It was just years later. I just keep remembering there was another James I used to know before Tyler's James, who was on this channel before, if anyone remembers. So I always knew there was another James. It's just I never I don't know where he ended up. Always a nice kid though. From what I remember. Hope he's doing well with his life.
Because remember in elementary school, they used to have like this program where they took the class to like one of the pre-K classes to just like hang out with them.
What kind of class? What kind of program was that?
It wasn't really programmed. The teachers just took my whole class, brought them to the...
Well, was this in 2nd grade?
I don't know which grade it was.
Because I'm pretty sure I don't remember us doing that. Like there were programs later on, but that was in 5th grade.
But they like got us to hang out with the pre-Ks, and me and James were unsurprisingly paired up with the little Asian kid.
Was that like a subtle racism? No, they're all Asian. They'll all get along.
I don't know. Because this kid spoke barely any English.
What, James, or just the
little kid?
The pre. Oh, they probably just they immigrated or something, or maybe they just never spoke English in their house. I don't know. Like, who knows where this kid's ended up? Before we continue with us meeting Michael and how that dynamic changed, I'm gonna go show Charis' here. So Charis, entertain the audience while I look for that book.
Do I have to?
Yes. It's only for like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, I know this.
So let's just show so this was our original. I don't have my yearbook, but I have this random folder, this weird album, memories from class 2303. I never
You
understood.
shouldn't have asked. I would have brought my yearbook with me. It's still in my house.
I didn't. I forget. Here's the thing. I completely forget. Here's the thing. Today, and we'll go back in time in a second. But last week I had to skip some of my classes. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, today and yesterday I'm gonna be a good student. I'm gonna be back in the front. I'm gonna do all my homework. I'm gonna do everything correctly. And then today, I wake up at my usual time at 7. I'm like, you know what? Let me get 5 more minutes of sleep. I ended up sleeping for another 35 minutes. And then I was late to my first class. And so I just completely, and then when I was on the bus to school, I overslept on the bus and I ended up at the end of the line. So I had to take another bus all the way back to my area and then walk from school from there. So
being a commute student is terrible.
It is, but
I lived in my school.
Well, you got lucky. I
didn't get lucky. I chose that school for a reason.
You planned smartly on your college. I did not. I literally applied to five schools. I got rejected from my priority. I got rejected from
Which one was your priority?
Stony Brook. So I was gonna live on campus there anyway. Me and my 2 old friends, we planned all 3 of us were gonna rent an apartment down there.
And Chica wanted to go to Stony Brook too, but then she got rejected.
Stony Brook rejects everyone except my my old crush from high school. But that's
and me.
Oh, you got rejected too?
No, they didn't reject anyone but me.
Oh, you got accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't go.
Yeah. So to show everyone okay. So now let's rewind back to this memory. So this is all of us.
Yeah. Why'd they put one of the shortest girls in the back?
Who was that?
Look at that.
I don't remember.
Look at that little girl here.
Was this James?
No,
that's not.
No,
I didn't want to be racist. I was trying to be racist.
No,
you know what? Shut up. I'm not racist. Period. Actually, one of our old teachers wasn't there in this picture. Oh no, oh yeah. So fun comment about this teacher. I'm not gonna say name. Well, actually no. I mentioned her on camera, Miss Cardona. I told Michael.
Left.
Yeah, I told Michael on his episode that if there was any teachers I would bang. Bless you. If there was any teachers I would bang, that would be her.
Okay.
Oh, come on. You're a girl, so I know you don't roll like that, but at least for me, it's if there was any definitions of like those sorts of things, she would be in it. So that was actually your sick. We'll review this page by page. Can I get my book back? Can we have a show? I actually recognize half these people.
Same.
I don't know if was Angel ever here or no. I don't think he was in our class this year.
No, second grade. No, he was in our first grade one.
Yeah, pictures coming.
He was definitely in my fourth grade and fifth grade. I don't remember.
He was in
third.
fifth grade. I remember the third grade. I do not remember.
He might have been with me, but I don't know.
I have to ask Michael. So pretty much this is like a memories book. I like. You know that thing on Instagram where it's like you post your like pictures of yourself from before and then.
Oh, the Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, so like this was me.
It's Throwback Tuesday.
This is like me. Well, we're recording this on a Tuesday. If you guys don't understand, this post on Fridays. This is me. Apparently, I did not change whatsoever. Like the only thing I got was like
glasses.
I didn't get glasses this year.
No, you have glasses now.
No. I meant like from the picture, like this before and then. Like this was a September picture to a June picture. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you don't have this one, right? Or do you think it's somewhere in your like closet or something?
It might be buried somewhere.
Probably.
My mom doesn't like throwing out this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like my cheeks look more like raised, like or it could be the haircut. I'm not sure.
You got contouring.
What's contouring?
It's like using makeup to like make your cheekbones more prominent.
I never use makeup. Like I refuse to use makeup.
Me too.
Yeah, but
for most of the time.
Yeah, I never seen you with makeup. I never seen you with makeup. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you did.
Did I? I don't remember.
Remember during, I think, one of the Christmas parties I went to Enchico's before, and then I came here?
Which one? 1, 2, 3, or Smashdown?
I think it was the year before the last.
So 3. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Like
3.
think of the recent one and then the one before that.
I try. Here's the thing. Like I'm completely honest by this.
You didn't like it because I was wearing eyeliner.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Apparently mascara doesn't work.
Because like the thing is that I just forget things. Like that's why I try to take. That's why I support everyone taking pictures because I'm pretty sure I don't remember half the things.
Mm-hmm.
My friends list was pretty small. Like if this was Facebook, I would be embarrassing. I only had 4 friends supposedly. You, Michael, and 2 other people who will never be on the show because I don't know where they are. I can't flip the.
Lost in time.
I'm so old. We're so old. My handwriting was horrible, and I complain about my sister's handwriting so much. I learned to odd.
I think it's add.
Exactly. Like I didn't know that. Like it looks like an odd. Like I learned to odd. Like I learned to odd myself.
Quadrangle.
I can't even spell quad. Dang.
Quadrangle.
Let's move on before we. I don't know any of these people. Why did I put bassball? Bassball, yes.
Fish.
I'm gonna show Sal this. He's going to freaking kill. He's gonna be freaking like dead because he's a baseball and Michael too. Actually, how did Michael not correct me on this? Because he's a freaking huge baseball fan. I don't remember going to the zoo. I don't remember when did we go to a farm.
Bronx Zoo.
Well, when did we go to the farm?
I vaguely remember going to a farm.
I don't know. Another thing, Michael supposedly said we went to Central Park once. I don't remember.
Oh, that one I don't remember.
Michael's a liar.
That may have been 3rd grade.
Favorite books? Big Mamas. Big Mamas.
What's inside?
I want to look this up. Let's look this up after the show's over. I want to know what Big Mama is. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. I'm not showing this. This is all very horrible.
I was helpful when I was helpful.
I was helpful when I was. What kind of freaking teachers made me spell? I was helpful when I was helpful. Oh my god! Our second. I can't. I hate younger me so much. Like, I recently was looking at younger pictures of myself on Instagram. It's like, what the frack was I thinking? No wonder. That's another show for another time. When was I a team captain? Actually, this is worse. I just repeated shit. I was helpful when I was helpful. Be a team captain. A team captain. Oh, no. I was going to put a period mark here. Captain means getting stuff for the kids because I want to be good. I want to be good. I want to be good.
For the kids?
For the kids. Charis, I'm doing all this show too, for the children.
Yes, for the wonderful children.
I need my water. Where's my water? I'm dying over here.
The wonderful children of the internet.
I feel so sorry for my future kids. To have a dad like me, if I ever have kids. My proudest moment is how to adding.
What is wrong with your grammar?
I don't know. My grammar's still off today. My proudest
you
moment.
did spell like one of those words wrong that I laughed for like a good 10 minutes.
To do homework, I never miss any Okay, fine. That's not me anymore. My proudest moment is to read a book. Read.
No, draw I.
Wait. I want to draw, but I don't know how to draw. I looked at my book, and it's drawing how I know how to draw. What the... You know, if I ever had the ability to travel back in time, I wouldn't, there was a lot of things I would do. I would just slap myself, period, in this
Also
point.
give yourself a grammar lesson.
Yeah. My greatest memories is me and my pals in a pool.
Wait, were you in speech class at this point?
I think... No, it was the next year. It was the next.
Okay, then it's probably why.
Yeah, probably. No, when were we in a pool? Because when I say
I can't swim.
I don't remember. I really don't. I think this was me trying to connect my my life beyond the school to this. Oh, damn! We actually have like this little syllabus, not syllabus, like a roster of people. I don't know how to spell Ann. Who's Ann? Who's Moha?
Muhammad?
No, Momo wasn't. Momo was in our school, but he wasn't.
No, there's a different Muhammad. There's two Muhammads.
Oh!
It's,
that guy.
That kid.
I don't remember him. He looks weird. If he's actually watching the show, I'm sorry. Oh, there's David.
Mm-hmm.
David. Look at David with his blue shirt. Why did I draw you first? And why did I call you Cha?
You didn't want to spell my name.
Nah.
You didn't even want to spell...
No, I spelled because I spelled my name right, but like Mick. I'm gonna call him Mick from now on. He's gonna be so confused. Mickey. And our signature. I got your autographed. She is nice. Wow, very, very. Thank you, younger Joe, for describing your best friend in the world.
Everyone else is the best.
He's the best. He's the best. He's the best to sing. I don't know if this kid ever sang.
She's the best.
No, it's not even she is the best. She the best. He the best. I'm so. This is freaking.
At least I get the unique one.
I guess. This is not for dear parents. Wait. Your child has created a memory to remember their days as a second grader, even when he/she is old and gray. Now, first of all,
not gray but old.
Miss Cardona and Miss Semizine? Sounds like a Pokemon. Semizine. I'm gonna pitch.
Isn't that the Semiseer or something?
One
of those little monkeys.
I don't know.
The blue monkey.
There's a blue monkey?
Yeah, Semiseer is like one of the Nova.
Why has no one told me about this blue monkey?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay. Well, thank you, Miss Cardona. Because I'm old, but I'm like my hair is perfectly black. It's not gray. So your message is inconclusionable. But no, honestly, this was like a great keepsake, and also a reminder of how freaking stupid I was / still am. So show me this picture.
I know it's fire type.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a real monkey.
No, you were talking about Pokemon.
No, this is Panseer. You mean there's Pansage, Panseer, Pampor.
No, that's the evolved.
Oh, I completely blocked out Unova from my life. Such a dark error. It's not a bad game. It's just like I never finished it.
I like Unova though.
Unova.
Yeah, sure. It was based on New York City.
Yeah, no shit. I made that joke half the time in high school.
Based on New York City, and had a pretty great antagonist.
I had Team Plasma.
N.
That was the hero. That was the. No,
he's like an anti-hero.
I don't remember. I completely blocked out Black and I honestly thought, like, when they announced Pokemon Black and White, I thought there was going to be some sort of racial dispute or something.
No.
That's what I thought. Like, when they announced Black and White, like, oh, no, we're going to have a racist war in Pokemon, and I heard nothing, so, okay. I guess I was...
They're just colors.
Well, yeah, I know that, but it's like... This was me back in, like, middle school, so it's like, I always viewed this everything as a problem, so I'm like, oh, Black and White, this is a racial thing. Like, if people... You know, I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna put myself under the bus. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. So after we met Michael, so this is where we're connecting the other episode with Michael. What was your first impression of Michael?
Vague and different.
Because I know you didn't like him in the beginning.
No.
I'm pretty sure you didn't like him because, like, I semi remember this. I introduced you to Michael, I think, about a month after the milk incident. And you were just like...
I thought the milk incident was late in 2nd grade.
Yeah, so it's like...
I remember him for most of 2nd grade.
No, he was in our class, but we never, like, had a real association with him. We just,
I talked to him sometimes.
I don't remember. Stop ruining this, like, pristine story. And, like, it was just you and me. And then after that, this random Mexican kid, I spilled milk on his pants. Actually, funny story, a few weeks ago, I actually spilled, like, 3 full cartons of milk at work. Oh, thanks. But like, actually, like, getting to terms with him to be a future friend. Like, obviously, we speak to classmates, but that doesn't make them our friends. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's still vague indifference for me.
God damn it.
Because I don't really remember exact memories, but I do remember emotions.
But you were like, you felt a little indifferent toward him.
Like, I just didn't care.
Comes to show to you, everyone, that she did not care much about my opinion. But and then third grade, like, what was your perspective of 3rd grade? Like, you and I being separated, and then having me be with Michael. Like, how was it to like?
Oh well, I'll just talk to you in recess.
Did we? Or did we have the same recess period?
I think so.
I don't remember at all. I don't. Okay, so do you remember anything from 3rd grade, or is it like? Because 3rd grade was Eunice. Oh, your rival, your enemy, your what do you call her? Like, enemy, rival. What was this? Just like a playful, like, I hate you, you hate me, let's just not be friends type?
No, she hated me because I looked like her.
Well, I forgot. Well, that was weird because
people kept confusing us for each other. I wasn't really like into it, but apparently she got angry on it, and then took it out on me.
Did you guys ever patch things up, or was it like you just left it alone after 3rd grade?
Oh no, she hated me for like all the way to past 5th grade.
Yikes! So for the whole rest of PS 129.
Yeah, she thought I was copying her when I dyed my hair. I was copying my mother.
You dyed your hair?
Remember, it was like this brownish blonde.
Like what? Like recently, or back when we were kids?
5th grade. You would see it if I showed you the yearbook.
I don't remember. Really.
If I showed you a yearbook, you'll remember because it was
okay.
like this, like turn from this color to like a light brown.
I guess I don't remember. Like, you dyeing your hair, like, I never remember. I don't.
You made commentary on it.
I don't remember. I sincerely don't remember.
I think Angel didn't recognize me from the back of my head.
No, I still don't remember. So then we go to the 4th grade, where it was a twofold year for me. Number one, I lost both of my best friends to the evil Mr. Williams. I don't know why.
He's not evil.
For me, it was like I was a kid. Like, oh, he took my 2 best friends into his class.
Also, we had another teacher too.
I don't remember the other teacher.
There was like 2 teachers.
No, I know there was 2 teachers. I don't remember the other teacher because I don't care about that other teacher. I only cared about Mr. Williams in his evil face. I used to try and fight him all the time, and he would never like. He would never budge.
He reminds me. He has the same gentleness as like Terry Crews.
No, he wasn't that buff.
No, not the buffness, but like the...
When you describe Terry Crews, you gotta describe the muscles, the abs, the definition. You can't just...
I don't care about his body.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that was confirmation. That was confirmation there. Anyway, so how was 4th grade like? Because for me in 4th grade, it was me dealing with the trauma of losing you 2 for a year, and then after that was like also dealing with my first crush. So
yeah, whatever. I have school, I have things to do.
Was it different, like, in terms of, like, you were with Michael instead of me? Like, was it a different trade-off, or was it just like, eh?
Eh.
But you two at least grew as friends during that year of independence for me.
I think. Maybe.
Because you guys were stronger together when we came back together in the 5th grade. I knew that.
I think it's because he's one of the few people in the class I knew.
Well, yeah, but that means you continued building your relationship.
That and Angel, I think.
Yeah, well, Angel, where is he now? Where is he now? He's gone.
Didn't you say he's like 2 blocks away?
I don't know. I think he moved again. I'm not really sure. I have his number. I called him recently. Went to voicemail, and guess what? The mail box is currently full at this time. Goodbye. So the man doesn't even check to bother his voicemail. Okay, well, whatever. And then we return to the 5th grade, which is where we get most of our memories from. There was a thing I had to tell you, and we're going to jump back and forth in this year. Do you remember there was an assignment called Our Greatest Accomplishments, where we wrote on the board and saying what was our greatest accomplishment throughout the entirety of PS 129. You said, and I read it because it was on the board and we were waiting in line to go back. I never understood, like, why did we have to wait in line to get back in the classroom? Like, couldn't we just go in directly? Like, it was so much more simpler.
Was it like something to put on the outside of the board?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
didn't remember what it was about. I just
no,
remember,
you
like,
wrote that. Do you remember we had that weird specific 4th grade test for science? Like, it was
which one?
The 4th grade science test, the state test, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I vaguely remember.
Yeah. So you and Michael got the highest scores.
Oh yeah.
Like, you both, like, I don't know, like the way you wrote it was like you had like a visceral reaction to it. Like, you were both excited. You got up from the class and like started celebrating. And I honestly got jealous. To be completely honest, like, I cried in recess that freaking day.
Oh.
And I made up a story. Like, now timing wise, my grandma passed away, so like I used that as an excuse to explain my crying. But in reality, it was just like I was embarrassed because like, and then now I realized, why the fuck do I care about a science grade? I suck at science. I probably will never have anything to do with science again after college is over for me. And then later in 5th grade, you tried to help me out with my crush thing, and you practically didn't. You did nothing. You did something. You did nothing. Why? Well, first of all, thank you, because you spared me an even deeper pain room there, but it's like...
I'm not good with wingmanning.
You mean wing woman?
Same thing.
Womanning. Wing womanning. That's a new term we're coming up with here on the spot. Wing womanning.
That's too many words. I'll just say wingman.
Okay, how about wing woman?
It sounds like a DC character.
That's Hawkwoman. That's 2 completely different things.
No, it sounds like something a DC character would be.
No, that's Hawkwoman. This is Wing Woman. Those are 2 completely different terms. There's no Wingman. There's Windman. There's Hawkman, but there's no Wingman. I lost the point here. So we graduated. We said our goodbyes. It was the last school year we were ever in the same school again, because we would always like switch off in between. Me and Michael would be in.
It is the last school year we were in the same thing.
Can I have my own dramatic moment? I cried that day because like I would never be in a classroom with you two again.
Was it during graduation?
I don't remember.
Because I remember everybody crying during Carrie Underwood's song.
Which song was that? I forgot.
Let's see. Whenever you remember times.
I don't remember that song. I really don't. I don't even know who Carrie Underwood is. I think I know her, but it's like I never understood names, so it's like I don't know. But we graduated, and you moved on to another school. Thankfully, you were away from the train wreck that was middle school. But what was your middle school experience like? I always talk about shit about my middle school experience. How do you describe yours?
Weird. Because I think for like the first... Okay, so for like 6th grade and half of 7th grade, I was put in like a normal class. But like my class was like half delinquents.
Okay, yeah, well that's most middle schools down there. There's just people who just don't give a damn they're there.
Yep.
They're gonna graduate, so it's like, who cares?
And then most of my friends were like in another class, in one of the specialized classes, so I asked to be like transferred to the smarter class.
Oh, I thought it was like when you say specialized, it's like you want to be transferred to the dumb kids. And I say dumb kids very loosely, because like there was like there are kids that like they need like
No, that's special ed.
No, well, no. So from what I understand in high school, there was special ed, which is the special ed everyone knows about, that they really need the help. Then there's collaborative, where it's like you're not special ed yet. You're not special ed, but it's like you need more attention than the regular class, and then the honors, and then what's the one be AP. That was the system I was told.
That was high school. For middle school, we had like the special ed class, the normal classes, and the SP classes.
Yeah, I was in I don't want to say I'm special ed, but I was like, how was your numbering system? Because mine was in the grade number, and then like a weird random number in between 1 to 32.
Okay, so we had the grade number as like the
yeah,
first
so
number.
yeah, I know
that's
that.
the same.
Yeah.
If you were in the 20s, that means you were in the special ed classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there was a special number for the special ed classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other numbers were regular classes.
So 0, 1, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That sort of thing.
No, not 1, 2, 3. It was just random numbers for all the regular classes.
That's weird.
The first class that I started was I think 631.
Ironically, my first class was 632. Ironically, no, because like it was like I was always in the 30s, so it was like 632, 732, and then weirdly enough, instead of just continuing me with 831, it was instead of continuing me with 832, it was 831. And spoilers, I wish I wasn't 832, because 831, I'll tell you what, it was a freaking horrible time for me. But this isn't my episode. This is your episode. You mentioned in our pre-recording, well, not pre-recording, I cut out part of this episode, you were in choir. You did music.
Yeah, because it's required to take a music class every year.
So you sang.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a solo?
No.
Why not?
It was a chorus class. It means you sing in a group.
But you can sing. You have a good harmony. You obviously, if you suck, it's like you're gonna throw out the whole beat. So they'll kick you out.
I technically never had a solo, but I think during 8th grade there was like this chorus club which I joined eventually.
So you already forced into the chorus. Now you have to be part of the chorus club, willingly.
Willingly, because like one of my good friends was in there, so I'm like, okay, I'll join with you.
Well, just to talk to her, or was it just like you have nothing else?
Talked to her, and then it seemed fun.
You had nothing else to do, did you?
Yep. I need an after-school club anyway.
I did, like, middle school was like, I never, like, first of all, my middle school, like, I didn't even want to be in school in general. Like, there was absolutely no way you were going to make me stay after school with no bus service back home. So I'm like,
I think we had a bus service.
I don't know. Like,
otherwise, me and my friend would not be able to get home very well.
Yeah.
Because we would have to cross, like, the Whitestone area.
I did that.
It's not walkable.
I did that once. In 8th grade, I was supposed to, quotation marks here, don't quote me on this. I was supposed to be in a fight with some asshole from 8th grade. He never showed up, and I missed my bus, so I had to walk all the way. I don't know if I don't know if he actually took me seriously. Sal can back me up on this. I went to the meeting spot, and there was no one else there. So I had to walk all the way back from the middle of Whitestone, all the way back to College Point. So thankfully, I knew how to get there. I vaguely remember the path from where my dad had to drive me, but just walking there took like 45 minutes. And it was like going towards the end of the school year, so it was freaking hot. And I was sweating. I stick that to that. Was there any other lasting impressions in middle school? Because like you never told me about your middle school experience. Like I know a lot about your high school experience. Well, a good amount of it, and then elementary school, obviously.
Let's see. So I went to the SP classes, right?
Yeah, you told me that.
So for the latter half of 7th grade, it was great because I had my friends, and then 8th grade came, and then all my friends were into another class. So I vaguely knew the rest of the people, but not enough. And oh my god, they were mostly Asians because where else would you put the really smart kids? And they're generally usually Asians most of the time.
Well, that's like you've always been racially stereotyped your whole life by that point. Then like they're always pairing you with the Asians.
Yep.
I mean, because the problem is if you put them in any of the classes, then, like, no offense, people are going to cheat off them, so.
And the girls, most of them were, like, not born here, so.
Oh, so they're all, like, immigrants, or, like, they just, like.
Most of them were immigrants.
Oh, boy. So they didn't speak even good English.
No, they spoke good English. It's just that.
They had a certain mentality.
They had a certain mentality that I hated.
Well, that's a lot of the girls in middle school, let me tell you what.
No, because. It's not also. They're also really conceited because they're smart.
Oh, so they think like, oh, I'm better than you.
Yep. Did
you ever take any one of them down? Or was it like, I don't give a damn?
Like, I'll just pretend I'm one of you, but I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
I'm
so you like
disgusted.
you try to fit into the crowd just so you don't get targeted.
Yeah.
Or something.
Because
like that.
They usually talk behind people's backs if they weren't smart enough.
Sounds familiar. Well, not really. It was talk behind the back part, the smart part. That was definitely not my class.
Like if like someone didn't get
the high grade,
like a certain test score, they would talk behind her back. Like, oh wow, she's not that smart.
You know what? I would honestly, compared to my 8th grade experience, I would have loved to have that. I would have loved to be like ridiculed for my grade. Not for my look, not for who I like, not for the time I somehow pulled all my freaking eyelashes out.
Yeah, but we're living as an Asian girl is like really.
So there was not one single like non-Asian person in that class.
Two people.
Were they always targeted? Was it like
no?
They earned their way there.
They earned their way there because they had high enough test scores. But if you had like a certain test score, they would talk smack about you.
That's middle school, folks. Stay tuned for the 194 episode.
I really hate those false kind of friends.
But thankfully, you went to high school, and then that like completely changed your view on that. Thankfully, you expanded your social circle, in it to an extent. You started meeting new types of people.
They were less toxic.
For me, it's like high school was an improvement over middle school any day. Like definitely, like people like.
I think I also hated the uniform.
Oh, you had a uniform in high school?
Well, more like a really strict dress code.
Did you have one in middle school?
Middle school.
Oh, we're moving on to high school, but
okay.
In middle school, like
I'm so glad to ditch the polo shirt.
I had to wear a polo shirt too, and khakis. So that was very uncomfortable. And my last year, they removed the khakis and they just gave us jeans.
They didn't even give us jeans.
Oh, you poor souls. I don't think I could.
And we all had to wear a certain color.
Was it light color or just in light colors, right?
No. Okay, so if you were in this grade, you had to wear this color. If you were in that grade, you had to wear this color. Like, we didn't even get the choice of colors.
Well, we had the choice of color. We picked whatever. As long as it had, like, this similar design, you're good.
Nope, we didn't get the choice of color.
It just had to be one solid color. That was the only condition.
Mm-hmm.
No stripes, no, like, which was always the stupid thing, like, no logos. It was like, well, most of them have logos. What do you want us to do? Cut around and have, like, a little nipple hole, like, where the logo's supposed to be? Like, do you want to see my nipple? Because my nipple, not attractive back in the day. Still not. Well, it's a little bit less, but whatever. So we moved to high school. We're up in the ante to 4 years. I know you had a great time in high school, so what were your overall impressions of high school?
Fun, less like academically straining, because I'm not like pressured to be something.
Well, yeah, thankfully, and also you were like, Bayside was like technically the biggest school, right? In like all the high schools in the area, because like everyone always said, "I went to Bayside. I went to Bayside. I went to Bayside."
Oh yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, because my sister goes there currently. I seen the scope of that school. First of all, I don't think it's that big. I think it's more taller. In terms of wider, I think my school had it beat. But in terms of tallness, it's like your school is enormous.
We also had like a basement too.
Oh, you had a basement too. We didn't have a basement.
Yeah, we had a basement with classrooms in there too, and a swimming pool somewhere.
Oh, you lucky bastards! I wish I had a swimming pool. Maybe I lost a couple more pounds. Anyway, never mind.
I think we had like 3 gyms.
3 gyms? Jesus Christ.
Okay, 1 really big gym and then 2 mini gyms.
Did you ever get to the mini gyms, or was it just always the big gym?
Oh no, we just okay. So all the gym classes are like happening in all of them.
That layout. Okay, because I had a similar layout, but it was just like there was like the big gym, one like on the left, but they closed that off, like just for the.
No, like the big gym and the 2 mini gyms were like 2 separate areas. two separate wings in the school.
Oh, okay. I never been. I seen the outside of my sister's school or that school, but I never been inside besides the lobby.
One of the mini gyms was a weight training room.
I had one too. I spent like my last 2 years there, but I never got any progress. Was there anything memorable from high school that you remember? Because like you guys had like fun. Because
Junior year was fun. We went to Europe.
Oh yeah, I saw pictures.
It was great.
I didn't contact you for a week. Was it a week or two? I forgot.
It was like 14 days, so like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, because I saw pictures like from you and some of the other people we're still friends with. Is like seeing, Jesus Christ! First of all, you were all mad young back then. We are so old now, but yeah, you guys had an awesome experience because like at least for my school and then Michael's school, we didn't get those opportunities.
Nah.
Which was weird because like you got usually like when it's bigger the school, you guys would probably have less opportunities since the budget's already like.
No, for some reason, Bayside had like sort of like majors major programs that you can do. Mine was the humanities major.
So you got the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we get first dibs if we wanted to go on a trip because it's a humanities trip.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like started by a humanities teacher, and then she recruited the humanities students, and any extra space can be open to like
anyone else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to. When you say Europe, like I know you went to China, right?
No, actually, China's one of the countries I haven't been to.
Ironically, Michael's already been there already.
I don't count Hong Kong. Because Hong Kong has a different vibe.
Well, yeah, because Hong Kong was owned by not owned. Was it owned by the British at one point?
Yeah, it was
Or was it?
It was a British territory until my birthday.
When you were born?
Literally, when I was born.
So you are literally So in a way of speaking, you were the key to Hong Kong gaining their independence.
No.
Well, you were born that day. I know there was more other people that day, but I know you, so it's like
I was born that day. My mom was sitting in a hospital room watching the news, and that's what was up.
Now, just imagine the formal announcement was the last push she made. Just imagine.
She didn't push me out. I was cut out open.
Oh, you were
C-section.
Right.
I was taken out.
No, okay. Then the
removed.
moment you left your mother's body was the moment Hong Kong got its independence. Can we just say that?
Sure.
We're gonna go with that story.
I was born at 1:11 p.m.
I don't remember when I was born.
No, it just says it on my birth certificate.
I think mine was at 6 something. I don't remember. My parents always made this argument, like in case I ever was a douchebag on my birthday. It was like, it's not your birthday yet. You still got a few more hours, so you're technically still...
Oh, it's me opposite with my mom. She says happy birthday in the morning. I'm like, not yet.
Oh, like not even the morning. Not wait. What do you mean like that? Like the morning, the day before, or is it like just like hours before the actual like birth?
Hours before.
Well, it's birthday. That's the thing. You're including the whole day, unless you want to be specific. Okay, my birthday is from 1/11 on this day, and then the next
24 hours.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Are you actually one of those people that believe in a birth week, or at least
Nah, that seems stupid.
I always the one thing I never liked about my own mother is
the only time I will accept it is because we can't actually celebrate on that day. So okay, we'll just celebrate on a different day.
Yeah, because have we ever celebrated our birthdays on the actual days? Like an actual party, actual dinner. It's usually like another day.
Sometimes no for me.
Because like your birthday was the day after, right? I'm trying to remember. Like I just checked.
We usually celebrate after my birthday.
Yeah, because you celebrate with your parents on your actual birthday.
Yeah.
And then the friends is like the day after, or at least another day.
And then the extended family is the weekend.
Yeah, but the thing is that where do you draw the line? Because like the one thing I hated about my mother is that when I was younger, I think around like beginning of high school, she and my sister would always make like yearly / bi-yearly visits to our country in Peru. And then apparently I see videos and pictures apparently saying that it's my sister's birthday. I'm like, it's February. My sister's birthday's in November. Like, you're too far. Like, why? You're not even in the, like, okay, first of all, you're not even in the same year of the birthday number you're celebrating, let alone you're too far for the next birthday. And then she said, well, that's not fair because they're poor. They can't afford a plane ticket to Peru. Like, they don't call it a birthday party because it's not a freaking birthday. She was born
You can give a birthday gift, though.
Yes, but they threw an entire party. And I seen video. Like, for some reason, they hired us.
That's what my family in Taiwan does. Like, oh, here's like a bunch of years worth of presents since we haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, they just saved up all the presents?
No, they just give me a bunch of money.
That's better. No, because my mom always said, like...
And they give me stuff anytime I wanted something.
Okay. Oh, that money's better nowadays. Money's way better. But when it came to that, it was like my mom would always say, "Oh, they bought her presents. They gave her a good time." It's like, where are the presents? Where are they? And it's like, "Oh, they're in Peru. Like, then ship them over. Shouldn't be that difficult." She said, "No, it's too much money." It's like, no. What was the point of getting the present if she can't bring it home? Now that I always found that stupid. For me, it's like I would give it like so with this actually a couple weeks from now, what I'm doing is that it's like the 3-day period. So it's like you guys for 2 days, then my parents for 1 day, and that's it. Like, I don't count any other day after that. That it's like that is regular reason, not birthday reason. Because last year my birthday was on a Sunday, so we did Saturday with the rest of the family, and then Sunday was still the same family, but it was also partly for the family. And that was it. So my mom didn't do anything for those 2 days. And then she asked me literally a week later, like, "Hey, why don't we do something for your birthday in a couple of days?" Like, first of all, it's not my birthday. It's over. It's about to be Halloween. Then November. Then it's my sister's birthday. So no. Doesn't count. And then you say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It could still be your birthday." No, it's not. It's gone. Done.
That is a little weird. Whenever my family do something similar to that, it's usually, okay, we'll do this for your birthday because we can make time here.
Mm-hmm. No, well, that works out, but I'm in the terms of like, you make it work. She doesn't tell me. She literally tells me like a week after everything's done. Like, I'm not even thinking about my birthday anymore. I'm thinking about the Thanksgiving stuff, Black Friday, and then eventually the holiday stuff I do. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on my birthday anymore. It's over. So it's like, if you're going to celebrate it, either sacrifice it or just say happy birthday. That's it. We're not going to do anything special. That's it. We'll do a regular hangout, but it won't be for the actual birthday. That's how it's fine. It's fine. It's not women's stocking, goddammit. I know it's soft. I know that, but it's meant to filter.
It feels exactly like my stockings.
I don't know what a stocking feels like. I have no experience. Anyway,
just go into the Target or something.
Yeah, you want me to go to a Target that Sal works in and start touching women's stockings.
You can say buy it for your mom or something.
No, that's even worse. You see my mom lately? There's absolutely no way. No,
they don't know.
My mom, Sal knows. That's enough. I'm not going any.
Sal's not gonna follow you.
Sal, every time I go to Target, the one he works at, we always find each other, and he always follows me around until
go to Walmart.
There's no Walmart around here.
Go to the other Target.
In Flushing?
Yeah.
Nah. They're all... I'm not gonna go there, but like, no. I think I know someone in that Flushing, but I never see her, so it's like, never mind. Never mind. So, high school... Let's get off the topic of women's stockings. This was not what the episode was supposed to be about. You graduate high school, and you decide, like, okay, you're done with high school, we're all gonna be together, and it's like, I'm moving to college out of the city, like, God damn it.
You didn't ask me whether or not to stay.
Well, I felt like we would like give it. I knew we weren't gonna go to the same college. Like me and Michael going to St. John's was just a coincidence. We never predicted that.
A lot of people I know go to St. John's. I don't know why.
It has a really good financial aid program. It really does. Like, sure, in about a few years from now, you'll be hearing me complaining about loan repayments, but it's like right now, it's like they give a.
I don't have to worry about it.
You lucky son of a gun. But it just has a really good financial aid program, and it has a lot of good opportunities. Like when I got accepted to that, and my dad learned that I was going to go to that college, he like made fun of me for like the first semester. Cause like it's not in the top 50 schools. It's not there. It's like
mine's not in the top 50s either.
Well, it's my dad has very high standards for me. It's like, Dad, no. If Michael didn't get accepted to an Ivy League college and he's smarter than me, you can go screw yourself. That is not happening.
I didn't even try for Ivy.
I didn't even bother. My grades can't even go to a Long Island school. What freaking chance do I think I would have an Ivy League? I had a recommendation for Columbia, but I never followed through on that.
I didn't want to go to an Ivy League because I felt like it would be too much pressure for me.
Well, yeah, because like they're all the smart, sophisticated, rich people, so it's like you got to be on their level. So
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Yeah, thank God you didn't. So why UAlbany? You're actually repping the shirt right now on camera.
Yep.
Why that school? Why?
Oh, they had a digital forensics program.
I was about to say, I was going to be offensive. I was like, oh, was it further away to me than Michael than everyone else you love? I'm kidding.
No, the furthest school would have been Binghamton, actually.
I don't know what that is.
It's like 5 hours from here.
Geography, like, is it in New York or is it like?
Oh, it's in New York. It's like between Buffalo and Albany.
So,
Albany's here, Buffalo's here, and then Binghamton would be like here in the middle of it.
Oh, when it had made a difference, you still didn't come down for any of the birthdays besides one of them. Well, not mine. It was like another person.
Oh, that's because Enchica's birthday falls like near the Jewish holidays, which I got off for.
Which is weird because like why? Well, you just moved there, and now you're coming back
to visit.
That's why I never liked. Well, first of all, it's like if there was ever a problem with financial aid and I was to dorm on a campus, like how would I explain to my parents, "Hey, something happened to me in classes. I gotta come home." Or it's like if it had happened here, I could just lie about it. So that was much. And plus, dorming would probably be a much more bigger expense.
Yeah, it is. Mine was like $4,000, I think.
$4,000 a semester, or just $4,000 for the dorm?
For the dorm itself, I think.
This is why I don't do it.
I don't remember if it was the whole year or just.
Yeah, but that's way more expensive than an apartment. Well, again, you get the meal plan, so you get showers on campus, so it's like that works out.
And heating.
That too.
Our winters are terrible.
You showed me a picture of your dorm once. It was not what I was expecting.
No, all college dorms look like that.
I don't even know what my college dorms look like. The closest I ever got into the dorms on my campus was that I was walking this.
Didn't St. John's have this thing where you like had to stay over for orientation or something? Because I know Enchica did it.
No, that was only for the orientations in the beginning of the summer. When the one that me and Michael went to was the last one for the year, and not the last one for the year, the last one for the summer. Mm-hmm. So when we were wrapping it up, it was like, well, it made no sense because we literally the people we had to start classes soon. There was no space because everyone has just started dorming in. So there was no space. I heard that too, but it was like my dad would never let me sleep on campus. I mean, I'm still in Queens. But it's like he would never, like at that time, he would never have left me stay alone in the house. Plus, he was drunk that night, so convincing him was out the window. Plus, it was also a bad timing because for some reason my phone, the charger port broke, so I couldn't use my phone that often. It was a weird time. It was a weird time freshman year. So how would you describe your college experience in terms of getting away from it all, fresh start? Because you didn't know anyone going into it, right?
Pretty much.
So it was like fresh start, new people, new adventures. However,
a little lonely.
Ow. How?
I am an awkward person.
You're a very niche person. You have very specific tastes in people and in what you like, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to find people like that.
I am not similar to any of you.
Really?
In interest, yes, but not in personality.
Well, okay. Personality aside, like interest-wise, then was it hard to find people like that? Because also you pay attention to their personality. You don't want to be friends with a douchebag or something.
I usually pay attention to the personality. I don't find out about the interest until later.
Well, so you would have to wait for the personality to get clear through and then see what they like. Okay, I get that. I'm a little different, but I get that. But so you never really found sort of a clique or someone not even your roommate.
Only one roommate. You met her before, Rebecca.
Oh, she was a
sweet mate.
She was for sophomore year. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And then did she transfer? Was it
she transferred to Binghamton.
So just not that far away, but you still couldn't dorm together anymore.
No, it's 2 hours away. She couldn't dorm.
Damn, 2 hours away. Damn.
That's not.
When you said it was the way your freaking hand map was, I honestly thought it was maybe 30 minutes away.
Oh no! I said between Buffalo and.
Well, I don't like, for the longest time.
Buffalo's like 7 to 8 hours, I think.
God damn, New York stays big. I never got past the city. Like I never went up. I always went like down, like towards Jersey, towards PA.
I think the highest I went is New Hampshire.
I didn't even like. There's a lot.
I need to go to Maine one day.
I have no interest in going to Maine, but
Lobster.
I never tried lobster. A lot of people say I should try lobster, but I'm like,
You did?
huh?
You didn't?
I never. We almost ordered lobster once, but it never worked out. I don't know. Point is, I never had lobster before. My dad wanted to go to a lobster restaurant once, and then he changed his mind. He's like, yeah, you probably won't like it, and I don't want to waste money. So it's like, okay, that seems fair. One day I'll have lobster.
Me and Monica should take you to Burger and Lobster.
I would love that, but I'm still on a semi-quasi, whatever the hell you call it, diet. So I got to cut down a little bit till the birthday, and then Thanksgiving, it's like Christmas. Like it's a horrible time to like try and lose weight. Because like, at least for me, because like I got too much things going on. Mm-hmm. Not an excuse, but I'm just saying it just makes things a little bit more difficult. So you had a lonely experience. Did that actually affect your mentality? Because like, first of all, being away from your friends, on top of dorming, on top of not finding, like, obviously you communicated back to us. Obviously you weren't that lonely, but it's like the physical aspect of it. How did it affect you a lot? Or was it just like
I mostly just kept to myself most of the time. Like
you just like went to class and then you went back to your dorm? Was that like a little bit lonely at times? Because like, you know,
literally, I just said it a while ago. I got lonely.
That's it. But you, were your classes all like back to back to back, or was it just like spaced out?
Sometimes back to back, and sometimes spaced out. It depends on the class. Cause my, all the classes that we had for the digital forensics major is really specific times. So you had to go. You had to go no matter what. Yeah. But you never like found anyone like even in your specific major classes that like you can resonate with in terms of like just like on a major like interest level. Not enough that we talked out of classroom experiences. I get that, because like I kind of fall into your wagon where it's like it's not particularly hard for me to like communicate with other people. It's just like after the class is over, when the semester ends. That kind of like just puts a damper on things. Like sometimes, well, first of all, if you get into another class with them, then you have the rapport ready, so you can pick things back up. But in terms of like you just don't have a class with them, period. And at least for me, it's like the campus is so big, like it is rare as hell to see anyone that you would know, anyone. So it's like forgetting. My school's even bigger. So in like area wise. Well, you also have you add in the dorms too, so it's like that's much more bigger. So the likelihood of you running into them is like less. And most of them all lived in Albany, I think. Oh, so they had to commute. Yeah, they were all, most of them were commuter students. So that made it worse. Yeah, because I felt sorry for you because you never told me. You never. One time you mentioned something in a chat, and it was like you kind of like felt a little bummed out. But I did kind of feel sad. Not like a pity sense, but just like I felt sad in general. Like we weren't there for you. Yeah. And it was like I kind of want to go up there. I kind of wanted to go up there, but it was like finding the time, the money, not the money, just finding the time out of the schedule to like go up there would have been too much. Mm. But thankfully it's over and you're back here. Yeah, I don't really want to go back. Thankfully, you have no plans on like visiting, like in terms of like an alumni someday, or. Technically, there are alumni events here in New York City, so I don't have to actually leave. That's weird. Why? I think it's because they have a lot of New York City students. Oh, so like, is there like, what do you consider like an appropriate time to go back? Because like in high school, it was like people would graduate, and then the next fall they would start popping up again. Like, what would be an appropriate time to revisit an old school? Like, how many amount of, like... Maybe when I'm more stable. Well, not just that, like, just for a visit. It doesn't have to be, like, you have to present yourself, like, this is what I've been doing. But, like, in the sense of, like, you just go back for a visit. A regular casual visit. Like, what is, like, the right appropriate time for it? The problem is I don't really have anybody to visit, and some of the professors that I know have moved on to another school. Okay. So there's really no reason for you to go back, just for the sake of, like, seeing other people that were with you. Yep. But not like really like an association type of way. Yep. Okay, but you're not doing anything right now because like you just graduated. You're a fresh alumni. Yep. Who the hell is calling me? I'm gonna go check. I apologize.
The hell's Lee Summit? MO. I don't even know what MO is. Missouri or... You're better than states than me. Anyway, so sorry if you can hear that. I'm very sorry. Okay, so now explain to me what the frack is digital forensic, because like when the way you mentioned it was like I thought you were going to be in a morgue for some reason. Like when you say forensic, it's like
no, that's biological one.
Yeah, I know that, but like the way like maybe you just do a digital replica, a digital scan of the body, and then you go in. You never explained to me like the title alone it doesn't like help me out that much, in my opinion.
I am dissecting a computer.
But how does that have to do with the police department? Like, are you just like a tech service or something?
Okay, so there's a lot of data that you can find from computers, tablets, and all that stuff.
Okay, now I.
So let's say a criminal has.
No, I'm just remembering now from like drama TV, not like dramas, but like in the weird investigative discovery like shows where it's like they're taking apart a cell phone and getting the data. That's what you mean.
Yep. Any history, who they called, their GPS, because my Google phone tracks wherever I go.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the thing that no one actually recognizes. They're hearing us. They're watching us. I could probably just say McDonald's, and your phone will probably show you McDonald's ads sometime later. Mm-hmm. You can send me a screenshot of that later. Anywho,
it was they actually had a thing where one of the smart TVs had like people like saying a certain word, and then they started playing commercials.
Yeah, that's always weird. Like, literally, I was about a year ago. My friend who was on my microphone. I had my phone in my hand, and then literally like half an hour later, I was checking Instagram, and I saw an ad for the thing he was mentioning. I'm like, how did it pick up something so freaking tiny and small? How? But I mean, that's the field you're in. Like, you're pretty much like conducting surgeries on freaking machines.
Yep, that's what I want to do. I want to go Nancy Drew and find different stuff in data.
You gonna watch the Nancy Drew show soon?
I don't know.
I'm reviewing. If you're unaware, if this is a time, I don't know when this is getting posted, by the way. You can check out What's on the Tube. I'm doing the entire season review of Nancy Drew. Go check that out. Yeah, I am. That's another show I'm doing. What's the interest of all that? Because like obviously everyone has their own different interests in like different fields, and like my main question is, and I'm gonna be a little bit of a dick about saying like, how do you earn your pay in that field? Because like you had like a temporary job during the summer, but you haven't like found the real stable job yet. Is it just like gigs like once in a while, or just like there is an official posting out there, you just have to still find it?
Oh, there is an actual official posting like, hey, we need someone with digital forensics experience to work as an investigator or work in this police lab as the computer specialist.
But is it as a temporary gig, or is it just like as a permanent gig?
Permanent.
But you haven't gotten the opportunity to like get those gigs.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet.
You got a temporary like, like how did they like advertise it to you? Like, we just need someone to cover someone, or was it just like, we'll see how it goes?
So far, I'm not sure, because they do have the job postings on their website.
No, I meant the thing you did before in the summer.
Oh, that was a whole different thing.
Oh, that wasn't even in the same field.
No.
It was just like a way to get money.
Yeah.
And get some like little experience, like having experience.
Also, I was curious because they contacted me out of nowhere. I didn't even apply. Just some agency found me like, "Hey, do you want to work on this job?"
Okay, and they gave. Wasn't it like for just 3 weeks, and they gave you a brief extension? Then they didn't like hire you back for an official job or anything.
No, they only wanted me during orientation season. So, like, you know those retail workers that they're only hired for Christmas season.
So like a seasonal job.
Yeah.
So you were just doing that for that period.
Yeah.
And then after that, like, okay, you're done. You can go. Did you ever talk to any one of the higher managers, like getting, hey?
I didn't want to stay though.
Oh, you didn't want to. Well, it was like financially, money's money. So it's like if you were able to like get some extra money, you would probably take it. But like, you know what I mean? Like, like, hey, I know you work here. I know that. How do I
got a shot on my arm. Could you not punch it?
You didn't fucking tell me. How was I supposed to know? You were wearing a U Albany shirt sponsored by Champion.
Yep.
I don't even know how that works, but anyway. So like, where do you like hope to go from here? Because I know you're still young. You're only like 22. You're my age. Don't worry, that's public record. Do you hope like to get the job before the end of the year, or is like before the next school year's over? I'm using that as a timetable. Like, I know you don't have school anymore, but like...
Ideally before the year's over, but probably realistically, I don't know.
Well, the good thing is that your parents are, like, willing to put up with you. When I say put up with you, it's like, usually, like, for certain families, it's like, oh, you got your college degree? Time to go. Time to go get that job, go get that money, start living like an adult. And then there's some parents that are like, no, stay here, we'll help you out. Cause...
They're not going to kick me out because they're not heartless.
Well, that's the good thing.
But, like, they would want me to do something.
You gotta do something. You gotta work at least. As long as you're, like... Because the thing is with my dad, it's like every time, like, the 2 times I was in between jobs, he would literally be on my ass. Like, say, hey, did you get a job today? Did you get a job today? Like, no. I will get a job when it happens. Because, like, my dad's always on the assumption, it's like, everything can happen, 1, 2, 3, right away. I say that like a dog.
I think my mom's more concerned than that ideology.
Well, like, she just wants you to get the job, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah.
But I think the question is with some parents, it's like, as long as, for me, it's like if
She's not sure if the bachelor degree is enough.
Oh, she think you should go for, like, a master's program or something? Like, it depends, like, it depends what area you're going in. I feel like sometimes experience is better than getting the degree. Because, like, yeah, you know how to do this, but did you ever actually do it in an actual field? And then some people are like, okay, she doesn't have a master, but, like, she has all these experience points. So it's like, I'd rather take the most experience.
In theory, I did do it in class because we had, like,
but
simulation.
That's simulation.
Yeah.
You need to be on... But simulation's in a controlled environment. You need to be in, like, an in-controlled environment. A field where it's like, can do this on the spot unexpectedly.
There weren't any, like, crime labs that were open for internships.
Oh, during your stay there.
Yeah.
So you didn't get that experience.
Nah.
But
which is probably harder for me.
Yeah, but I honestly think you'll find something somewhere. Will you ever consider moving out to get that job, or
I may have to?
Like, because
right now my search is only New York City.
You're trying to, like, stay in the city for, like, your friends, because you don't want to be alone. Like, I know you just got out of college, and, like, those 4 years are kind of, like, from what you said, a little lonely. Like, you don't want to get that. You don't want to go back to that environment yet. Like, but when would you consider, like, the cutting off time? Like, okay, I gotta look into the States.
Probably around the end of this year. Like, this school... Not the school year, the year.
We still got 3 more months. Don't worry about that, Future Joe. But no.
Talking to yourself.
Well, I don't know when I'm recording this. Like, I'm obviously talking at points with my future self. I don't know where he is right now. He could be off in Spain or something. I don't know how he's getting this footage, but it's like, you don't know. No, but I am very hopeful you'll find something. Hopefully it will be in the city, because we already lost a couple people during the last couple months. I don't want to lose more people, but for the betterment of their careers.
Technically, you won't lose me. I'll just be a disembodied voice.
Yeah, but it was such a hassle from Albany. It's like anything further is like no. I mean, you can, like, are you down with commuting? Like, if it's like a very close to the city, or are you gonna have to invest in a car?
No, I'd probably rather just live closer.
Yeah, but then when it comes to events down here, you would still have to commute down here.
If it was in New York City, I can just commute.
Yeah, but like we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's future Charis' problem. I know that's still currently your problem, but like in terms of like potentially moving out is like in the future sense. Now, before we get to the next segment, where do you see yourself in 10 years? So, like, you'll be 32.
Hopefully in a police lab.
Hopefully not having cats. I'm kidding.
I kind of want a cat, though.
Oh, no. Why does, like, what happened to the dog people? Like,
I like both, but
I grew up...
I'm not high energy enough to take care of a dog.
Oh, you got a point. But no, it's like everyone growing is like, I want a dog.
And Chico's more high energy than me. I am.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. For me, it's like I'm in between. Like sometimes I'm like
Monica's in the middle, but she prefers dogs
and turtles. We'll have. If you don't know who these people are, we'll have them on the show someday. I'm not sure.
Eventually,
I'm too.
If you can convince them.
I can convince both of them. I'm not really a good convince, but I can convince both of them. I'll guilt them to doing that. Where would you be like hopefully like in terms of like professional wise, family wise, and personal wise?
What's the difference between personal?
So personal is like so when I mean like how did I say it? Family and personal?
Yeah.
So family is like relationship wise, and if you want to have kids, and then personal wise is like friends and such. That's what I mean.
Probably still friends with all of you. Maybe have some more coworker friends because I am not very good at making friends.
I don't think. Well, not everyone is. Like that's the thing. I follow people that like have. Like,
I am friendly, but most people we don't usually stick together.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I've been in that field before. Well, like, okay, so in terms of like relationship, like, do you hope like are you just focused on the career right now, or is it like
mostly career?
But would be open to like if anything were to happen? Because 10 years is like a long time. I mean, in a decade from now, we would be 42 films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so anything can happen. Hopefully, by that point, we do.
I like the idea of a relationship,
but it's just something right now. Like the career has to come first.
Yep.
Well, you never know, really. You never really know. It's like what Luke always says is like always expect the unexpected and just keep things open. It's like it's never like a guaranteed thing. I should have him on the show, but the man has refused my phone calls many times. Don't know where he's at. All right, Charis, I got 5 questions for you. I always want to know, and I'm asking you on camera.
If you're asking me about blessing, I say no.
Well, no, we made a joke about that in the beginning. I'm not gonna have. Well, you already explained that entire function, so I was like, why would I ask you again? Why would I waste one of my 5 questions? Because this is probably never gonna happen.
Wait, am I a genie?
No, genie's 3.
Yeah, but it's genie.
But I'm
still
asking
a limited amount.
Well, some of them there could be a loophole where maybe you could still. Like, I still highly believe all genies would have the rule like you can't wish for more wishes. There has to be a clause there. There has to be. But anyway,
genies are like lawyers.
Yeah, but it's also like a monkey's paw where it's like you got to be super specific.
Yeah, lawyers.
Yeah, like there's something I would really want if I had a genie, but I would have to type it out. It's like a 2,000-page thesis, so I don't get screwed in the ass. And I gotta put that in the thing, like, do not screw me in the ass. Literally and figuratively.
If you make it too long, they might find more ammo to use against you.
But that's the thing, it's like, the thing
or
is...
just like a reinterpretation of the words.
Thank God there's no genies in our world, thank God. Alright, question number 1. You are I don't know, like, do you still, like, video games often, or is it like you just dabble at this point?
Dabble.
So where do you fall under the Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony area?
I think I'm still like a Nintendo kid.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I never seen you with Sony, PlayStation, or Xbox. Like definitely not Xbox. You're not on the online community sort of person.
No, I think my brother used to have like a Xbox 360.
I think.
So anytime a friend came over, we just played stuff on that.
Was it just Dorito Course Crashers or something?
Or
Or did you actually play like the more serious stuff?
I think one of them was some like retro looking fighting game where you can like it's like 2 people and then you just keep fighting. Like one of those scrolling, I forgot what it was called.
I don't know. There's too many games right now. I honestly don't remember. I couldn't help you whatsoever. So Nintendo, pretty much. You're still a Nintendo supporter.
Yep.
Why don't you buy a Switch? Not one of the 5 questions is like an expansion. Is the question. Get a Switch Lite. It's only $200.
I don't have enough games that I want to play on it though.
There's Smash.
My brother has Smash on his.
But that's Wii U.
But I only like playing that with other people. It's boring to play by yourself.
You can play alone. I mean, you can play online. You can play online.
I don't know them.
Random matchmaking. You don't have to talk to them. You can just beat the frack out of them up.
I like screaming at people.
You don't have to get a microphone. I don't have a microphone for my Switch. I haven't played online yet because I don't want to pay for the online service because like how much money is that? Like $10 a month? I'm not paying that.
Oh nah.
Nah, that's too much for me. I barely was able to be convinced for 3-month membership for 3 months for Xbox Gold again. That took a while, so I'm like, no. So Nintendo, you're staying firm on that.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a Switch Lite though. I think there's a couple games you would like there. Try Celeste. Number 2.
I'll wait and see if there's any more games that I would like.
Yeah, so
right now there's only like 1 potentially, but like
there's Mario Odyssey.
I'm not much of a Mario fan though. I'm like, I know you, I don't really like. I'm not a big fan. I do like Mario Kart though.
Oh, there you go.
Mario Kart and Mario Party.
Yeah, there you go.
Not like the classic Mario
there's
games.
two of them. There's two of them. Yeah, there's two games. There you go. Now we're
It's
up
enough for you?
We're up to three. Well,
It's enough.
God damn it, Charis. Why do you keep screwing me over like this?
My job.
Number 2. What was going in your mind? So we're going back to the 5th grade. We were in June. We were in the home stretch of like graduating. We had this weird dance in the gym. What was weird about our school is that our gym was located not on the first floor like most gyms is. It's on the 2nd floor.
Oh yeah.
That was a weird design decision. I don't know.
I'm not an architect.
I'm not either, but still very weird decision. But that was when we had this. I don't know what to describe it. I never remembered why they described it like that. And it was also on a separate instance, so these are both two connected things. Why did you? We were in the middle of a dance, and when I say dance, we were in like a dance for like 5 seconds. You saw this teacher, and you pushed me towards her. Why? I want to know.
I was probably just messing with you. Like, oh, this is going to be funny.
Why? And that wasn't the second time. It's like, we went to the senior trip. And I don't know if it was me. I think it was me. I don't know how I did it. My voice must have been very loud back then. Well, even louder than now.
What was our senior trip?
We went to this getaway thing. It was zip lining.
I didn't go zip lining.
No, I don't. They offered zip lining. I never went. I don't. We never. Our class was never like specified to go there, which sucked. There was fun activities to do. I just don't remember it. It was just called getaway. That's it. But at the end there was like something. It was after the lunch. There was like a party in like this barn area, and you and I were supposed to dance. And then you refused to, and then I just, in response, just started a conga line. Why did you refuse me then and make me start a conga line?
I don't know why you started a conga line.
Well, I was sad. It was like, I was supposed to have this happy moment, because I don't know where Michael went. Michael just disappeared throughout the whole trip.
I probably just didn't want to dance.
So why didn't you, and then you made me just do a conga line.
I didn't make you. You made that.
But no, you could, obviously the conga line was so fun to do. Like, I love doing conga line. I would love to do one again sometime in the future. But that was just like, you wrecked my ego. It was like, I was having this fun time. Everything needs to be perfect. The whole 4th grade crush thing, she was there. But actually, that was the same freaking time I asked you if you can pass a message to her, and you never did.
Because I didn't know how to word it without being too weird.
The whole thing was weird. I'm just going to say that the whole thing was weird. I was an idiot. But no, don't worry. You will let me bongle you someday, so we will be you. Bless you.
Thanks.
I'll bongle you someday, so we'll be even. You're accepting the bongle.
Yeah, whatever. God. I accept my fate.
There you go. That is a very good decision. Number 3. If you had to choose between Marvel and DC, which would you choose?
In general, or
general? I don't care about comics. I don't like the movies. Count. No offense to the comics. I know George just had a rant the last episode. I understand that, but I mean, like, just because you don't read the comics, like, just movie based, property based, brand based, whatever, however you want to like phrase it as.
Probably DC, but only because I related to their teen heroes more.
What, because of Titans or something?
The Teen Titans and, like, all the other teen heroes. The Robins.
Okay, we're
and the Batgirls.
The Batgirl? You mean Batgirl and Batwoman?
No, there's a bunch of Batgirls. There is Barbara Gordon, Cassandra Cain, Stephanie
Wait,
Brown.
Cassandra, you mean... Wait, I just saw the Batwoman show. How did I forget the name? Kane. No, Cassandra Cain is Batwoman. Not Batgirl.
Wasn't she a Batgirl, though?
She's Batwoman. There's a whole TV show about her right now.
I thought she was Batgirl at some point.
We would have to discuss our local experts, George and Alan, which I don't know where they are. I think they're at work. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, they're doing better. I mean, Shazam Aquaman was okay. No, Aquaman was good. Shazam was great. Joker, it's to its own. We don't have to talk about it, but it's your own opinion. Can't really.
I haven't watched that yet, so.
I'll just say this because this is a time capsule. This is being recorded like literally the week after Joker came out. Interesting movie. You have to see it for yourself. It's not like I personally don't think you can give a rating on this movie. You can't. It's a discussion piece. Like you just have to talk about it with people who've seen it and then go from there in terms of like your own evaluation. Okay, but DC's fine. DC's fine. Okay. Number 4. So I'm gonna like switch the scenarios depending on like how you interpret these. So let's say there's a volcano. Let's just say that there's a volcano. Something happens, and me and Michael, we both lose our footing, and we're just hanging out by the skin of our teeth. You knew in your heart you can only save one of us. Who would you save? Now keep in mind, you have adrenaline pumping, so you'll be able to lift either one of us.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I don't know if I can carry.
Yeah, but you have the adrenaline boost, so it's gonna give you like a superficial boost for like maybe 10 seconds, and then you'll feel like the fatigueness after that. But I'm saying for in the moment.
I guess.
Oh, okay, I'm totally gonna rip Michael on this next week. What? I'm just saying, like Michael's gonna feel a little bit offended by this. Okay.
I've known you longer.
I know. So, okay, let's switch the scenario a little bit. Okay.
Also, I talk to you more often than Michael.
Okay, now Michael's gonna feel really insulted now.
It's not my fault. Michael won't talk to me.
The thing about Michael is like he wants to.
I don't even have his number.
I don't have his number either, so there's no excuse there. I'm just saying, no, Michael's a very difficult person to contact. I know, he was on an episode of the show.
Also, don't know what to talk to him about.
Stuff. Like, do you not know about stuff? You don't know about stuff?
I don't know what stuff he likes.
Sofa, toiletries, utilities, facts, and fun. Stuff.
Yeah.
I just pulled that out of my ass. That's not a real film. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so what if... Okay, let's say the aliens finally come for us. Actually, do you remember... do you remember the the power plant that blew up earlier? No.
Oh, the thing with the blue light?
Yeah, I thought that was it. I thought that was like... Okay.
The Chitauri are coming.
I was like, okay, alien overlords are here. I'm gonna pack my bags and move to Canada.
I checked Twitter to find out.
No, it was literally like everything was dark. This entire area was dark, and I just see a blue light in the distance. I'm like, yeah, these are the aliens. Or
in my house, we can see like the half of the sky was blue again.
Yeah, it's like
because we were close to really right next to the water.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are more close than the water than us. I'm just gonna say this: if those were the aliens, I'm like. I mean, actually, fun fact: do you actually believe in aliens or no?
Yeah.
So there are intelligent beings out there.
I don't know about intelligence, but I know there's probably life.
Okay, but so the aliens finally come. Actually, I was really scared. It's like, okay, this is the end of the world. Please take Trump first. I have no.
I just hope something wasn't on fire.
I don't know if anything was on fire. If it was just an explosion.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. Like I could watch those old videos again, but I could be wrong.
It might have been an electrical fire.
I don't know. But the thing that happened, like, so what if the aliens show up and they require a sacrifice, and for some unknown reason they pick you? It's like you pick the sacrifice.
Wait, I pick the sacrifice, or am I the sacrifice?
No, you pick the sacrifice.
Oh, I pick me.
Why? Why couldn't you pick Trump or any one of the other assholes in the world?
I'm going to space. Let's go.
No, they're like sacrificing. They're going to skin you. They're going to probe you. That's what I mean.
Am I going to be dead by then?
No, you're probably going to be dead. You're probably not coming back. I'm not...
No, are they going to kill me then skin me, or they're going to skin me alive?
They're going to do this. They're going to do like you're going to be alive when they're probing you. They're going to be alive when they're doing the test.
Oh no, you'll basically rape.
Well, it depends like what version of the aliens you'll be getting. Like, are you getting the? Because there was this movie I saw on TV. I'm not sure. I didn't see the full movie. I was just because don't ask me how I did this. I was curious. Like, was there any like very hardcore R-rated alien like extraterrestrial movies out there? I found this movie. It's not like, it wasn't like a popular movie or anything. It was like maybe like one of those like indie flicks or something. I'm not sure how you would describe it, but it focused on these aliens that, like, one of their experimental points, like, they took this woman and this couple, they probed the man through his butt. They stick something up his butt, and then he died. I'm not sure what happened there. I caught on most of the movie, and then I'm not sure how this happened, but like the aliens inseminated the girl. Like, I'm not sure if it was like the rape something, or they just like they put a device through and they put like the biological seed in her. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how that happened. So if you were to know ahead of time what type of aliens were these, so were these the intelligent beings, a standard alien that like they're gonna do what the hell they want whenever they feel like it, or those types of aliens, would that affect your decision to be the sacrifice then?
Probably if I knew if I was gonna be dissected alive, at least.
Yeah.
Like, I won't get instant death.
Well, these are aliens. I don't think they have amnesia on there. Not amnesia. They don't know how to induce. They don't have to put you to sleep.
I'll probably have to pick someone else.
Can you pick Trump?
Do I have to?
Why not? I mean, I don't know anyone else. Like, if there was have to be 3 people, I would have to get rid of. I can't say one of their names on camera, but I would pick Trump because I keep mentioning Trump. It's like I don't have a political agenda. I don't even know what political party I'm in. So I'm not. I don't know if I'm a Democrat. I don't know if I'm a Republican. I don't know. So
I just pick who's the less of an asshole.
I don't even know that either. I really don't. Like, for all my life, I always assumed Democrats were like the good guys, and then
no, don't always depend on that.
No, it's like Democrats. It's like that sounds like, for me, a better name. I don't know what they support. I don't know. At this point, it's like I don't have a political affiliation. I didn't vote in the last election. I know everyone say your vote counts. I'm like, I do not feel like going out and voting for the wrong person. I do not want to go out and research these people and understand these very long, complicated words that I don't know what they mean. So I'm going to save everyone the trouble. I will not vote. Like, I will vote in the next election just to get... Like, it's a personal thing. I don't know what Trump did. I don't know anything that I hear on Twitter. I'm just getting this all the way, by the way. I would just get rid of Trump. I would get rid of Trump. Harvey Weinstein.
I'm just uncomfortable with him.
Harvey Weinstein would be another one to go right away. Third person, I can't mention their name on camera, so I won't do that. So those would be the 3 if I was to sacrifice. Okay, so if you were to if they said, okay, let's say you, me, and Michael were together, like, you 3. The woman shall choose the sacrifice between those 2 men. Who would you send to space?
You or Michael?
Yeah.
To be dissected?
Yeah. And probed. And probably anally raped. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm covering all bases here what the potential aliens might do. Oh, this is a toughie then. This is a toughie. You're thinking. You're really thinking.
Because a volcano's instant death.
Aliens is like, we're dying slowly.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like I say this like they're gonna take their sweet ass time. Like, this isn't like the Walking Dead Walker where like they're slowly tearing out your inside and you see them eating you alive till you die. But it's more like they're taking their time. They're dissecting my freaking lungs out and like.
I think I had to choose me then.
No, like it has to be between me and Michael. Like no.
Yeah, I'm making a third option.
Just imagine like they say no.
I'm not taking it. No, I'm getting on that ship.
And you want to die?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I mean, just imagine they put you in a robot body, and then it's
because it's different than saving someone.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose someone at the end of the day.
I'm choosing someone to like get tortured.
We would probably mount a rescue. We would probably mount a rescue for you. I don't know how we would do it. I don't even know how the hell I would even get into space, but we would do it. We would find a way.
Go to NASA.
Does NASA even exist anymore? Because I heard like a rumor a while back that they shut down all their like space probe operations. I'm not sure if that was true or not.
I think there are like 6 people in space right now, and some of them are American.
I don't know. I don't look it up, but it's like do they actually have actual shuttles going up into space anymore?
Not really.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, how would I even get to space? Like, Elon Musk's plans is still far away, so it's like I can't rely on him.
They still have shuttles.
Okay.
Just take one of them.
I don't know how to pilot them. Like, no. Like, here's the thing.
Get Buzz Aldrin.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
He was old when he was in Dark of the Moon. Is he really still alive?
Yes. I am like pretty sure he's alive.
Because he was like, the last time I saw him was 2011. Well, that was technically 2010 when they filmed that, but it's like I really don't know. That's what I'm assuming. She's looking that up while I'm thinking of my fifth and final question.
Yeah, he's 89 years old, still alive.
I don't even think he can move his muscles anymore. The older you get.
I'm pretty sure he can still walk.
But pilot an entire ship up into space?
Walk through.
Oh yeah, I guess, but it's like the thing is like, if we get to space, how do we get back?
Walk through.
No, well, we have to disembark. We have to get off the ship. We have to get on.
Well, NASA can't stop. Has to take us back.
Well, yeah. So it's like we would have to commandeer the alien ship to get back, and then who knows what the government would do after that. So, that would be that wouldn't be fun. Okay, last question. This is very biased. You can elaborate if you want. If you were in the world of Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And you had to pick one Pokemon to be, which would it be? Out of all 800 and something. I don't know what the final count is anymore. They haven't confirmed Sword and Shield.
A Pokemon partner, like Detective
No,
Pikachu?
you would be the Pokemon. Yeah, like something like that. You would still be you, except in the Pokemon's body.
So like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon thing.
Something like that, yeah. Now keep in mind, you would have to start it as the first evolution. You're not skipping. Mm-hmm. So you can't go like, you can't be an...
Can I be a legendary?
No. That's unfair. Why would you get to be God?
Why not? We're basically God in games.
No, you can't. No. So if you have no legendaries, no second or high evolutions, it has to be the first evolution form. You have to be fair. I mean, come on. I mean, if we want,
like, realistically, like, which is the best choice? I just choose
you just want to be whatever the frick you want.
Mimikyu.
Why would you want to be freaking Mimikyu?
It's cute.
No, it is. It's scary as hell. It's a freaking...
It's Eldritch Pikachu. Horror Pikachu.
No. Like, I know what I would be. I would be a freaking Gibble.
Which one is that?
The dragon one. The small dragon. Like, the one that bites a lot.
The one that eventually becomes like Garchomp or something?
Yeah, the mini one. I would be him.
The one that looks like it's just the head of Garchomp.
Here's the thing. My dad has a fascination with him. I don't know why. When I was a kid, when I got Diamond and Pearl, I just kept saying that name, and it was like, eventually it stuck to him. So I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a head.
Yeah, that was like...
a walking head.
Yeah, when I first saw him in the anime, I thought he was like, oh, it's part of a larger body. It's like, oh, that's it? He's still adorable. I would not have him as an official pet because, like, he could bite me at any time, and my skin is not...
Oh, Gudra's pretty great. Like the little...
Goomy.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a Goomy in this house, but that's another story. But no, Gibble would be probably my pick. But why freaking Mimikyu? Everyone's gonna be scared of you. No, I don't buy it. Okay, how about that? Everything but Mimikyu. I can't accept you being Mimikyu.
I do want to be a fairy type, though.
That's a weird option.
Fairy types beat dragon types.
I mean, I guess, but still, I mean, I don't know.
I like the idea of fairy types beating
So you would be like a Sylveon or something?
Maybe.
Oh,
but it's too, like, cat-like.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's still cute. But, okay. So, okay, I can't accept Sylveon, so Mimikyu it is. Okay, well, alright, that's our show. Thank you. Charis, do you have anything to pimp out before we go? Do you like promoting your social feed? You're a very private person.
I am a very private person.
I didn't
even know we were, like, videotaping.
You knew this. I told you we were videotaping.
You said podcast.
Yeah, but it still has video. You can still have video with podcasts. At least the shows I watch, they film their podcasts.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
I know, it's more easier, honestly. It's much more easy just to edit an audio podcast, but it's like, you know what? I'm gonna put the extra step into it. I could show people my wonderful face. I'm kidding. My face isn't that wonderful. Also,
terrible too.
Also, I apologize if this was on an angle. My tripod is getting a little bit weakened, so it's not as sturdy as when it was fresh out of the box. My apologies for that, but hopefully you're still able to hear our crisp audio. Actually, one last question. This isn't part of the 5 questions. This was just another question when you mentioned your private. Why do you have like something like a Finsta?
A what?
A Finsta. It's like a parody account. It's like a more for shits and giggles.
Oh no, that's one so I can organize all my the things that
But why do you take a selfie of yourself as that? Why?
Oh, I wasn't sure if they were gonna like mark it as a fake, like one of those spam accounts. I'm like, okay, I'll just put a picture here and just make it private.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it was public for like a good amount of time. Then you just private it.
Yeah.
But it's not like meant for the public.
No.
You don't have any. Do you have any followers, or is it that you just?
Oh
follow?
no, I just use it to like so I can follow a bunch of things and then scroll.
So
all
it
the
has
fan
zero.
art that I
So
look
it
at.
should have 0 followers.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because the thing is that, and this is the last funny story I'll say before. It's kind of like when I say this story, I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm just repeating the information. So back in high school, freshman year, I was still in the, we were just describing before how the classes are done in terms of like, special ed, collaborative, regular, AP, honors, that sort of thing. So I was in the collaborative classes for the first year. So I wasn't a special ed student. I just needed more attention at that time. So there was a second teacher. There was a kid in one of my classes where, no offense, kind of a little shy. She was really shy. She was. And my friend at the time, he's still my friend, but we don't talk to each other as much anymore. He told me like, she's kind of shy. She doesn't really talk to anyone. She's kind of a little bit of a, I think he said weirdo very politely. She's just like not as like a normal person in terms of like social awkward. Yeah. Then apparently she said, she had a boyfriend. It's like, how the fuck does she get a boyfriend? I can't even get a girlfriend. I still can't even get a girlfriend. So it's like, whatever.
Same.
Yeah. So, but so how does that work? Anyway, that's a different conversation for another time. Eventually, like, I started Facebook around a couple of years ago, so I'm like, you have that phase in Facebook where it's like you just add everyone you at least have a mutual friend with just to increase your friend count?
Not really.
Well, you at least seen it.
I know of it.
Yeah, so that was me. I would like pride myself like, okay, I have 300 friends. I'm gonna go for 400. Then there was like,
I don't think I even have like more than 300.
Well, I'm different now. Like it's me. Like, I want to reduce that list as much as possible. Like on my Instagram, it's like if you are not a current movie star I just seen you in a movie in, if you are not on a TV show or I just don't know you that well, you're off my following list. I like to reduce it down to like what I need. I will find any excuse to unfollow you. Not you, obviously, but it's like people like I don't know very well. Like maybe they're not doing anything anymore, so it's like there's no point in me following them. And Facebook's the same thing where it's like, if I barely know you, if I don't think I'll ever reach out to you again, then I'm just gonna delete you. And if it's an inactive account, like okay, it's just a number. I'll just delete it. I don't care about the count going down anymore because we're just living in a different era now. Whereas back in the day, it's like it was always about the number count. So I accepted her friend request because like I'm a nice guy. I like being. I never talked to her. Like we never had like a one-on-one interaction like we're doing. It's just like we just never like had a good vibe. We never like we never clicked. But eventually, after a while, she would post like these weird, like when the DSi used to be like the iPhone where it's like you can use it for pictures. So she would have that, and then just one random day on Facebook, if it was in the middle of the year, I like the find friends suggestions. She was on there again. Like, wait, she deleted me as a friend? Weird. But I checked. It was like it was her name, the second. So, like, she made a second account that is the same thing, except it's, like, different pictures just to increase her friend count. Because I think she only had, like, 6 friends. And so it just kept going. It was, like, the third, the fourth, the fifth. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Are you actually doing this? Like, this was even 9th grade me. It's, like, my ego shot down to, like, the...
I only made another account if I needed to use it for, like...
You want to keep...
something else.
But not
like let's say some website needed my Facebook account and I didn't want them to have my personal ones. I made a new one.
But it wasn't like your personal one doesn't have that much. Oh, actually, your personal one is just like random drawings.
Yeah.
You don't post like you're like a professional portrait of yourself. You don't.
Nope.
That's not you. Well,
I don't like putting my faces on things.
Except if someone else is taking the picture.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah. So that was always the weird thing. Like she made that on purpose. It's like. I don't want to be mean or anything, but were you that lonely? It's like I'm just gonna make a second account just to increase my friend list number. That's just weird. That was just weird in my opinion. I never spoke to anyone. I never told asked her why, because she was still in my class when I figured it out. But I'm like, I don't want a problem. I don't want to be a bully. And consider if I just came off a whole year of being bullied, I don't want to bully anyone. So it's like, I just kept my mouth shut. And then eventually I deleted her. So it's like, I don't know where those accounts are, if they're even still existing, but it's like, okay, it's your life, your decision. But the point I'm trying to make is you don't have any social media to crap. You don't have any of that to like pimp out or anything. Okay, so we'll just put under here. No.
I'd rather not be in the center of attention.
Well, because you just don't want your opinion to be out there. You just like you don't think you can entertain people.
I don't want to be in the spotlight.
There's nothing wrong about being in the spotlight. You're in the spotlight right now. The light's actually focusing more on you than me.
Yeah, but you asked me to, so I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, but you'll be back eventually. You'll be back on an episode someday in the future. I don't know when. I had this whole plan about let's do an entire retrospect of our 129 days. I'm not even sure how long that would even be. Because, like, if you, Michael, and my memories are so horrible and shoddy, like, how many more stories do we even have left in the can?
I can always just bring our yearbook and then we just, like, talk about every single person in it.
Oh, yeah, we can. But the problem is that
it still has your baby picture in it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It is featured very prominently.
What do you mean prominent? Like, it's in the middle?
Yeah.
Well.
It was like a bigger picture than all the
rest.
My
mom gave me the picture, and it's like, it was the biggest size, so it's like, you know what, they wanted a baby picture, I'll just give them this. Was not expect. I don't remember what our U-boat looks like. I don't. It's been like 2000.
It was like this blue, like, sort of hollowy thing.
I don't remember. I really don't. Like, literally 2008 was like so long ago. I don't remember. It's been 11 years, so I honestly couldn't tell you. But yeah, so when we eventually come up with that follow-up. But also, to back a little bit. I don't like using people's names on camera because it just, like, I'm just gonna say this. I highly doubt anyone we know beyond our circle watches this show, nor any other random person on the internet. No offense, everyone. I love you all, but come on, let's be honest here. I highly doubt they're watching this episode, but just in case, it's like, I mean, besides Miss Cardona, it's like, if she's watching these episodes and she knows I want to bang her, it's like...
You just said it on air.
Come at me. Anyway, but no, seriously, I don't like using names on camera, because, like, unless they're going to be on the show, like, obviously, when we mentioned Monica and Chica, I do want them to be on the show someday. So there's a purpose to that. But if we're mentioning, like, random full names of people, it's like, I highly doubt they're going to be on the show. And I don't want there to be, like, a possible chance they might get recognized. And then they reach out to me and say, hey, I don't like you mentioning me in this show. Can you take this down? And you know me, that's a lot of work to edit you out. So I'm not gonna. Like, I'm being completely honest. Like, once I'm done with these episodes, I delete the footage, because, like, my space on my phone is on my computer is limited. So I was like, I'm not wasting my space. I'm sorry.
How much space is on there?
What was funny enough is that recently, I have 400 gigabytes on there, but I usually have 100 gigabytes when I'm doing these things. But when it came to last couple weeks ago, I literally was down to like 18 gigabytes. It was in the red. Until I realized, like, we record gameplay footage too for other shows. I forgot to delete the source footage, and each one of those files were 3 gigabytes each. I deleted like 20 of them, back up to 100. So that's why I've been doing too much. So okay, So whenever we do that episode, which will probably be, I don't know, I don't have a timetable. Michael said he wants to come back and do that episode, but it's up to you too. Since we have to find a way for all 3 of us for our schedules to match.
Michael's harder.
Well, is he? I mean, he did his episode first. He finished that up like back in the beginning of the year. You took like 3 months. I'm not offending you. Things happen, but it's like, is it really him? Is it really him?
Usually getting both me and Michael is harder.
Well, just in general, like for regular hangout?
Yeah, in general. Yeah,
unless it's like my birthday or like the big events where it's like, you kind of have to. I'm kind of forcing you. Yeah, let's go to the buffet. Let's go eat. Anyway, what?
Don't pull on it. No.
Oh, you're going to wash it after this.
I usually wear my hoodies for like a few days.
Okay. Anyway, guys, if you were unaware and you just woke up from your nap, well, I hope you had a good nap. This was the PodXCast. I'm your host with the most, Joseph Prado. This was Charis. Don't worry, you'll see her again fairly soon. I don't know when. I don't even want to give a timetable on that because, like, I don't know when that will be. But there'll be a follow-up, which I would love to do. I gotta get a second microphone because there's absolutely no way all three of us are going to share one microphone. If you want to, you can subscribe to ActionX for more PodXcasts. Also, if you're interested in watching some stuff about TV shows, watch What's on the Tube. If you're interested about our gaming stuff, we have a Zelda Let's Play and Couch Gamers coming back very soon. Or it has. I don't know when this is getting posted. I really don't. What? Oh, so you can do the prayer sign.
I want to do the...
But you can... No. When you do this, you're praying. You're doing
I'm not even praying. I'm just, like, waiting.
For what?
Waiting for you to end so I can do, like, the cut.
But don't do that. It's like you're insinuating, you're praying. It's like you're not blessing me. You can just subscribe if you want to. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.